Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I welcome you all to the Divisional Public School's online classes. My name is Abdul Rehman and I am your social studies teacher. Today we are going to study the lesson of class 6. First of all, I want to discuss the objectives of our today's lesson. And they are: by the end of the lesson, students will be able to explain the Earth's rotation, use key vocabulary appropriately, concepts of day and night, and last objective is to understand the importance of the Earth's rotation. To proceed the lesson, first I have some questions for you as a previous knowledge, and I think all of these questions will be very easy for you and you may guess or make an idea about these questions. Question number 1. What is the shape of the Earth? And the answer is, the Earth is in the shape of a sphere, mean in circle shape. Question number 2. Is our Earth stationary, mean still, or moving all the time? And the answer is moving all the time. Question number 3. In how many ways does our Earth move? And the answer is, our Earth moves in 2 ways. And the last question is, what is the length of a day on the planet Earth? 24 hours is the answer of this question. Yes, our today's lesson is from the book of Geography, unit number 1, the movement of the Earth's rotation. Who discovered the phenomena happening of rotation? And the answer is, on February 3, 1851, Leon Foucault demonstrated that Earth rotates. There is some further information about the person. His complete name was Jean Bernard Leon Foucault, who was born on 18 September 1819 in Paris, France, and he died on 11 February 1868 at the age of 48 in Paris, France. Some scientific terms which are related to the topic, and they are equator, axis, orbit, rotation and rotational period, sunrise and sunset. We are going to discuss all these scientific terms for your better understanding. First one is equator. What is equator? The Earth's equator is an imaginary planetary line that divides the planet into the northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere and is located at 0 degree latitude. As you can see in the given picture, there is a red line drawn in the center of the Earth, and that is the 0 degree, and we call it equator, and it is an unreal line, imaginary line. Next term is axis. The center around which something rotates, that is called axis of that particular or specific thing. In the given picture you can see that there is an imaginary line in the center of the Earth around which it is rotating or moving. The next term is orbit. An orbit is a regular repeating path that one object in space takes around another object. In the given picture you can see there is a sun in the center of the picture and the planet Earth, and there is a line drawn around the sun, and I have mentioned it as an orbit. This particular line is called the orbit of the Earth. Next, rotation and rotational period. What is rotation? The spinning movement of a body around a central point is called rotation. And what is the rotational period? The spinning of the Earth is called rotation. It takes Earth 24 hours to make one complete rotation. This is called the rotational period of a planet Earth. And next term is sunrise, and that is a very common term for us. The daily appearance of the sun is called sunrise, and the last one is sunset, and this is the daily disappearance of the sun. Now come to the text of the topic or the lesson, and that is movement of Earth. The Earth takes two types of movements at the same time, and they are called rotation and revolution. In the given picture, we can see that there are two arrows drawn in the picture. One is showing the rotation and second one is showing the revolution. Earth rotates on its axis as it revolves around the sun, and it is called revolution. Today we are going to discuss only the first type of movement, and that is rotation. The Earth moves around its axis. This is called rotation. The characteristics mean qualities of this movement are. We are going to discuss all the qualities of this movement, and the first one is the movement is from west to east. As you can see in the given picture, the arrow is drawn and it is showing that the movement of the Earth is from west to east. The second characteristic is the speed of this movement is about 1700 kilometers per hour. As you can see in the given picture, Earth rotates from west to east, which means it is anti-clockwise or counter-clockwise as viewed from above the North Pole, and in the center, mean equator, we can see that its speed is almost 1670 kilometers per hour. The next characteristic is the Earth takes a complete rotation around its axis in 24 hours. Mean Earth takes 24 hours to complete its one rotation around the sun. And the next characteristic of this movement is the days and nights are formed as a result of this movement. Mean when there is a rotation, we experience different types of times which are called days and nights. And next we are going to discuss about the formation of day and night, that how day and night changes. To explain this phenomena, there is an example given in your book. If a football is hanged with a string and light is thrown on it with a torch from a distance of 5 feet, you will see that half portion of football is illuminated. Illuminated means bright, and the other half part is in the darkness. As you can see in the given picture, that the area where the light of the torch is being thrown, that is bright, illuminated, and the other part of the football is dim, or you can say the dark part of the football. Now if you rotate the football slowly, you will see that the portion which was in darkness has come into light, and the portion which was illuminated, mean which was bright, has gone into the darkness. Mean when you rotate that football around its axis, you can experience that the area which was in the light earlier, now it has gone under darkness, and the area which was under darkness before has now come to the area where the light can be seen. Days and nights are formed in the same way because the Earth is round like a football. Its half portion remains in front of the sun for a specific time, particular time. This half portion experiences day, while the other half portion experiences night. Due to rotation, the day and night are constantly mean continuously, interchange, switched mean changed. Now we are going to discuss about the change in the length of days and nights. That throughout the year we experience that sometimes the days are shorter and sometimes the days are longer. In the same way, sometimes the nights are shorter and sometimes we experience that the nights are longer. What is the reason behind it? The Earth's axis is tilted, mean bent, at an angle of 66.5 degree. Due to this tilt, the length of day and night changes. The days are longer in the portion which is tilted towards the sun, and the days are shorter in the portion which is tilted away from the sun. In the given picture, you can see there are two yellow arrows which are showing the sunlight, and there is a picture of the planet Earth. We can see that is divided into two parts, and in one part which is painted grey and the other part which is painted orange, we can see that there is a detail about the length of the days and nights of the planet Earth at specific time. Mean the area which is tilted towards the sun, that experiences long days and experiences short night, and the area which is tilted away from the sun, that experiences longer nights and shorter days. Some more explanation about these things. In the north of equator, when days are longer and nights are shorter, the days are shorter and nights are longer in the south of equator at the same time. Means when in the north of equator the days are longer and nights are shorter, at the same time we experience in the south of equator days are shorter and nights are longer. In the same way, when days are shorter and nights are longer in the north of equator, the days are longer and the nights are shorter in the south of equator. There is some interesting information about the topic, and that is, what are the effects of Earth's rotation? The Earth's rotation affects the movement of water in the oceans. The tides are deflected. Deflected means diverted due to the rotation. The speed of rotation also affects the movement of the wind. Due to rotation, winds and the ocean currents deflect to the right in the northern hemisphere and to the left in the southern hemisphere. Another interesting information: what would happen if the Earth didn't rotate? If the Earth didn't rotate, then the portion of the Earth facing the sun would always experience day and would become extremely hot. The other half would remain in darkness and be freezing cold. Life would not be possible in such extreme conditions. In the given picture, you can see that there are some points which are related to this question, that we would have 3 months of darkness, dawn and sun. Most plant life wouldn't survive. The difference in temperature between the light and dark side would create huge changes in wind and ocean currents. The atmosphere would keep moving at 1000 miles per hour speeds, mowing down mountains and cities. We humans would end up flying with the winds too. Now there is an activity as recapitulation. Here the first statement is, how many types of movements does the Earth have? And the options are 2, 3, 4, 5. And the right answer is 2. Next statement is, the speed of this movement is about blank kilometers per hour. The options are 1400, 1500, 1600 and 1700. The right answer is 1700. Statement number 3. The Earth's axis is tilted at an angle of. The options are 56.5 degree, 66.5 degree, 76.5 degree, 86.5 degree. And the right answer is 66.5 5 degrees. Statement number 4. The movement of the earth is from west to. The options are east, south, north, none of these. And the right answer is east. Statement number 5. The days are blank in the portion which is tilted towards the sun. And the options are same, shorter, longer, none of these. And the right answer is longer. Now I am going to assign you home task, and before assigning the home task, I have some instructions for you. Read the pages number 5, 6, 7 of unit number 1 of the geography book carefully. Draw margin lines, write with blue ink and mention date and day on your notebooks. Write answers of the given short and long questions on your notebooks. And your question number 1 is define rotation. Question number 2, write the characteristics of Earth's rotation. Question number 3, at what degree Earth's axis is tilted. Question number 4, which part of the Earth experiences longer days? Question number 5, which part of the Earth experiences shorter days? Question number 6, that is the long question of your assigned work. Define rotation. Also explain formation of day and night. That's all from my side. I hope all of you have understood the whole lesson. Thank you. Stay blessed.